I called up my loved ones, I called up my cousins, I called up the Muslims, said I'm about to go dumb. Get so bright it's no sun, get so loud I hear none. So loud got no lungs, hurt so bad I go numb. I done had a bad case of too many bad days, got too many bad traits, use the floor for ashtrays, I don't do shit halfway, I'ma clear the cachet, scream so loud got no lungs, hurt so bad I go numb.
I am so not ready to stream. But I gotta stream. There is way too much news going on right now. We have been on the Jussie Smollett story since day one. Let's talk about love. Everything from you. What they gonna do to me? Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You can bring the bullet, bring the sword, bring the more, but you can't bring the truth to me. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the truth right now. Because there ain't no truth in Jussie Smollett's story. All lies. All lies. Dude. This story has gotten so insane. Dude, there's so much to unpack today. It's gonna be hard because it keeps switching on us. Love. Let's talk about love. If it's anything and everything you hope for, other the feelings haunt you. The feelings haunt you. It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know all the stars are closer, all the stars are closer, all the stars. It's maybe the light that my dreams might let me know. Covered in an ego, get to talking, I get a rebound with a hold up. No control, no. Turn on to get away from me. Get away from me. That's my jam, though. No shit. This is better than any episode of Empire that I've ever watched. I can't believe it has gone this far. And at this stage, like, we just gotta get into it, man. We just gotta get into it. 'Cause that's what's gonna be today. Where do we start? Like, legit. Where do we even start? I'll start with my perspective this morning. In fact, there's some information that I haven't even gotten yet, so I need to get caught up too. But I think we should probably start the stream where things started in the AM. So the first bit of information that we got was new information from Jussie Smollett himself, where he did his first exclusive sit-down interview with, what's her name, Joy Reid? That's not Joy Reid, but she looks like Joy Reid. But Jussie Smollett did his first sit-down interview, and this was the part 2, because we watched a bit of it yesterday. Let's see. Sorry, I haven't pulled up this one yet. So here we go. 14 hours ago. Let's dig through this, because this is going to be kind of chronological. So we watched like 3 minutes of it yesterday. This is the extended version. That it was a 2-part, and let's just get to it. And we'll unpack it as we go.
Interview with Jussie Smollett. He's answering questions about his story for the first time.
He really is, George. And the incident has sparked both an outpouring of support as well as questions about what happened that night on a cold Chicago street. Jussie was very passionate in his account, detailing the racist and homophobic words he says his attackers use, words that we cannot broadcast. Here's the first part of Jussie telling his story.
I'm pissed off.
What?
Pissed off, man. Hate my neighbors. Okay, that's a Chris Tucker line, but pissed off.
Is it that has you so angry? Is it the attackers?
It's the attackers, but it's also the attacks. It's like, at first.
Isn't it up and to the left? I'm not a body language expert, but I do know a lot about body language. So is it up and to the left if you're telling a lie? Because that's what he just did. She asks, what has you so angry? And he looks up into she asks, is it the attackers?
Attackers, but it's also.
Look at. Up and to the left. So I don't know. Let's switch sides. This one's a bit more comfortable, because we gonna be here for a while, y'all. We gonna be here for a while. But he's looking away. And that's he's looking up to the left, right?
The attacks. It's like, at first it was a thing of like, listen, if I tell the truth, then that's it, because it's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Tell the truth. You need to tell the truth.
Then it became a thing of like, oh, how can you doubt that? Like, how do you not believe that?
Because your story is so fantastical. That's how you doubt that. You're in but driving around listening as you run errands. Okay, well, Voxman, we're going to keep it audio for you.
It's the truth. And then it became a thing of like, oh, it's not necessarily that you don't believe that this is the truth. You don't even want to see the truth.
And that's where we went off this yesterday, this quote. He says to the public, It's not that you don't believe the truth. It's that you don't want to see the truth. And as I said yesterday, this is the complete opposite. We want to believe the truth. What you're not, what we don't want to believe is your lies.
What happened that night, Jussie?
When I landed in Chicago, and Frank Gatson, who's like my uncle, and he's also my creative director, and he picked me up.
Okay, now, Jussie Smollett is saying he was picked up by a friend of his. Okay? And he got in, according to his social media reports, posts, he got in around midnight to his apartment, to his condo. And I'm thinking, if you've been on a plane for several hours, you want to go home and you want to sleep, and it's cold outside. He even said on his social media reports how cold it was outside. Why did his friend not take him to get a bite to eat? If he was willing to endure the negative 23-degree temperatures that evening in Chicago during the polar vortex, I would think a friend would say, hey man, I'm glad you're in town, you flew in. Are you hungry? I don't want you out there walking by yourself. Let's go get yourself some food. That didn't happen.
And then we got back to the apartment. There was no food. And so I went out to Walgreens thinking that they were 24 hours and to have a smoke. Walgreens was closed. So I called him up and I said, hey, I'm going to run to Subway, which was across the street, and I'm going to get a salad. Do you want anything? I went to the Subway and got the order. During that time, I texted my manager thinking that he was still in Australia because he was on an Australian tour with one of his other clients. And I said, yo, call me when you can. He called me immediately. And while he was on the phone, I heard, as I was crossing the intersection, I heard Empire. And I don't answer to Empire. My name ain't Empire. And I didn't answer. I kept walking, and then I heard Empire. So I turned around and I said, did you just say to me? And I see the attacker masked. And
wait, he says attacker, singular. He says I see the attacker. Now he's already lying, because we know from the time that he left the Subway to get his sandwich, he passed his condo and went 2 blocks in the opposite direction. So he wasn't going back home.
He said, this MAGA country punches me right in the face. So I punched his ass back. And then we started tussling. You know, it was very icy. And we ended up tussling by the stairs. Fighting. There was a second person involved who was kicking me in my back. And then it just stopped. And they ran off. And I saw where they ran. And the phone was in my pocket, but it had fallen out. And it was sitting there. And my manager was still on the phone. So
wait, so he's on the phone. He gets confronted, then I guess he puts the phone in his pocket to fight? Maybe. But he's saying he saw which direction they ran in. He didn't tell that to the police the night of. The police report said that he didn't know which way they went. That is what the police report says. He did not know which way they went. He did not say that they were white. Notice how he doesn't say they have masks on yet. Wait, did I miss that? I want to back this up a little bit.
It was in my pocket, but it had fallen out. Then it just stopped.
Wait,
the second person, that's back. And he said, this MAGA country punches me right in the face. So I punched his ass back.
He doesn't make any mention that these people had masks on.
And then we started tussling. You know, it was very icy. And we ended up tussling by the stairs. Fighting. There was a second person involved who was kicking me in my back. And then it just stopped.
Looking to the left.
And
then it just stopped. Look at the smile on his face when he says, and then it just stopped. Like, it's funny. For y'all that were here on my stream last night, I've been jumped before, okay? There's nothing funny about it. All right, I've been in squared up fights too. There's nothing funny about it. And Jussie Smollett ain't a street nigga. Okay, he don't look like the type that enjoys to get into street fights. So for him to say, I punched him back and then and he smiles and then it just stopped. That soft voice that he has, even more. Yeah, and then the phone fell out of his pocket, but he was on the phone.
And then it just stopped.
Then it just stopped. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. And then it just stopped. While shaking no. Like I said, I'm not a body language expert, but I'm pretty sure there are some cues in his presentation. Well, there's a lot of cues in his presentation. As I mentioned yesterday, he's got 4 pins, rainbow flag LGBT supporting, and he's also got a resist fist.
And
Smiling.
they ran off.
They ran off.
And I saw where they ran.
Saw where they ran, but he didn't tell the police that.
And the phone was in my pocket, but it had fallen out. And it was sitting there. And my manager was still on the phone. So I picked up the phone and I said, Brandon. And he's like, what's going on? And I said, I was just jumped. And then I looked down and I see that there's a rope around my neck, which I hadn't.
You hadn't noticed it before?
No,
you didn't
because
see?
It was so fast. You know what I'm saying? It was so fast.
Like 60 seconds fast?
How long did this all
It felt
take
like minutes, but it probably was like 30 seconds, honestly. I can't tell you honestly. I noticed the rope around my neck and I started screaming. And I said, there's a rope around my neck.
Did you get any kind of description of the attack?
I gave a body description and because I saw this, right here or whatever, but I didn't see, I can't tell you what color their eyes were. I can't tell.
But now he's making mention of like the mask. I would think if you're going to tell this story to somebody, if you're telling someone this story, that you got jumped in the middle of the night with a bag of food and a cell phone in the other hand, I would think one of the most important factors of that story is the niggas that ran up on me had masks on. All right? Midnight ninjas. I would think that would be the forefront of the story. Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, I don't mind squaring up with somebody in like a one-on-one street fight. Matter of fact, I don't mind if 2 dudes run up on me. I'm gonna square up and fight them. But if 2 dudes run up on me with masks on, I'm gonna be a little intimidated. Ice is streaming. I'm gonna be a little intimidated if dudes with masks come up at me in the middle of the night. And that's going to be the first thing I'm concerned about. And I don't think, maybe I'm a little different, all right? I've been fighting for 8 years. 9, technically. And I have a really amazing amount of situational awareness. I understand my body. I understand my positioning. When it's time to go, and when it's time to throw them hands, I am all in tune with every fucking molecule around me. And he's saying that these dudes screamed, Empire, you fucking faggot, you fucking nigger, and he looks at the guy, a guy with a mask on. Because he doesn't mention the second dude. He only says, like, the guy comes up to me and he punches me. Well, like, I'm black, he black. Those are fighting words, all right? Those are not, excuse me, sir, what did you say to me? No, this isn't somebody who asks you, hey, bro, do you have the time? Do you know where 125th Street is? Yo, do you know which way the train station's at? No, these are not inquiries. Them fighting words. Period. Period, period, period. Somebody run up on you and say that stuff, I'm not thinking about nothing else but throwing the hands and eliminating the threat. I'm not asking questions. If somebody's behind me or to the side of me, in front of me, and it's like, hey, nigger, yo. I'm not saying, what did you say? I'm ready to fuck you up. And Jesse's like, I look at the guy and he punches me, and I'm like, well, why are you sitting there with your hands down and a sandwich in your hand and stuff like, oh, what's going on? Who said that to me? Or better yet, I'm a little, I mean, this is his prerogative. Okay, I'm not gonna strike this against him, but he said the first thing he heard was Empire, and he's on the show Empire. He's like, well, I don't answer to Empire. It's 2 in the morning. Somebody says Empire. Well, maybe it's a fan. She might want to look. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's good? Nope, ignores. We know all this story is bullshit now after the subsequent information, but let's keep going from this point.
Tell you, and I did not see anything except the second person I saw running away, and the first person, yeah, I saw his stature. I gave the description as best as I could. You have to understand also that it's Chicago in winter.
Looking to the left again.
People can wear ski masks and nobody's going to question that.
No, that's not entirely true. I expect people to wear scarves, beanies, hoodies, ski masks. Nah, not really.
The police have gone through a lot of video, and they were able to capture an image of 2 people of interest. Have you seen that image, and do you believe that they could possibly be the attackers?
I do.
What is it about their size, or why do you feel that they could possibly be?
Because I was there. For me, when that was released, I was like, okay, we're getting somewhere. I don't have any doubt in my mind that that's them.
Them 2 black brothers right there. Does anybody think that them brothers ain't black? Because I don't know no white people walking around with the ghetto leg.
Never did.
That's the first time he's given a detailed account, an account that Chicago police have said has been consistent. He hasn't changed his story. They also said it's credible. Police have said that, and also that he has been very cooperative.
A lot of questions have been raised as well.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of questions, especially about the time.
Now notice as she says that, the police said that he's been cooperative, that he's been consistent, and that his story is credible. All right? This is what, as she reports, this is what the police have been saying. We're going to get back to that in a moment.
Timing of the 911 call, about the phone records, and Jussie addresses all of that, and we'll have much more of that coming up.
So that is what I was introduced to this morning. And it was no more than about an hour after that interview. Chicago, my contacts is in law enforcement, but not Chicago Police Department. He suggests that CPD may be covering their asses by taking advantage of the fog of war. I don't think that's the case, given what I've found out today, which has been reported today. So we find out last night, around midnight, Chicago Police Department made an arrest or detained the 2 individuals, not the suspects, but the 2 persons of interest that were seen in the screen caps, and brought them in for questioning. And these 2 individuals are not white. Remember, Jussie didn't say they were white. Not until 14 hours later, when TMZ came out with the report that they were white, MAGA hat wearing racists. Anyone in here in the chat room up to speed on this one? Because they both black. Both of them black. Not only are both of the persons of interest black, the 2 persons of interest work on the Empire set. And they left town the night of the alleged attack back to Nigeria. And the cops were waiting on these niggas to come back, and they just happened to come back today, the same time that ABC News decides to release the interview. to go a step further, the police said during the first week. Now remember, when the police came to his home, the first thing he said was, turn off your cameras. I don't want to talk to you on cameras. Turn off your body cameras. And allegedly, the Chicago Police Department has a policy that if a victim asks them to turn off the body cameras, they're obliged to do so. So he gives whatever statement he gives. He says that I was on the phone. My manager's like, well, can we see your phone? He says, no. He's like, well, could you give us the records? He's like, I'll get them to you later. A week passes, nothing. They keep asking, nothing. And then the police department says that they might subpoena his records. Now, keep in mind, during this entire time, 12 detectives at the Chicago Police Department and 4 FBI agents are working on this. The FBI gets involved because a serial killer-esque letter is sent to the Empire set that was drawn in such a way as if somebody was writing like this. That called Jussie on the letter. It's written in felt marker. It's got cut out letters that you might see in Silence of the Lamb or some other weird shit like that. You know, Jussie Smollett, die you faggot, something like that. So since it was sent over the mail, the FBI gets involved. And he's a public figure, so the FBI would get involved in that. So 12 detectives and 4 FBI agents, so the feds are getting involved in this, believe it's a hate crime. They scour over hundreds of hours of footage and come up with nothing. As they report, they've tracked Jussie Smollett from the time that he left the subway. Every second of his movements are accounted for except for 60 seconds. And they got nothing. This is what they say, however. I'm starting to think maybe not. And you'll find out why I'm not entirely in believing that the police didn't have these individuals on camera. Jussie Smollett says that he's going back home, but he doesn't. He goes 2 blocks in the other direction. Instead of going back to his warm apartment where there's food at, and if I remember correctly in the beginning of the video, he said that he's in his house with a friend. And there's no food in the house. So they pick up early this morning these 2 Nigerians who just got back to town, who work on the Empire set. And also, they execute a search warrant. And what do they find inside the home of these 2 Nigerians? Let's see. What do they find inside the home of these 2 Nigerians? Oh, so nope. I don't want to hear myself. See if I can find it. Hold on. See, can I find this? Somebody sent it to me. Oh, I know what to search for. Sorry guys, I know this is taking a little longer than I'd like. Ah, that's what I'm looking for. No, not what I'm looking for. Nope. Ah, there we go. Okay, let's go with Charlie DeMar and his Twitter page. Because they initiated a raid on the home of the 2 individuals who apparently were in Nigeria at the time. Let's increase the size here so you guys can see. Yo! Police kicked the door in, y'all! Look at this! Look, it's just like multiple. They kicked the fuck out this door. There's a footprint here, 3 footprints here, a big old footprint here, here. Look at the hinges are beat off. And look what they took out of the home. All right. This is a very interesting list of items. Magazine on birdcage, located in the hallway. An HP laptop, also in the kitchen. Bleach, awesome brand bleach, that was in the kitchen. Piece of presidency, proof of residency was in the kitchen. Piece of, no, that says piece. Piece of, maybe it says proof. Oh, these are the guys' names. Amibola and Ola Bino? Okay, so this is proof of residency. Nike shoes, more bleach, this time in the hallway. A third bottle of bleach. Kitchen under the sink. So they had 2 bottles of bleach in the hallway, another bottle of bleach under the sink. I don't know why somebody would have that much bleach. Oh, no shit. CDs, DVDs in the kitchen, a piece of paper, writing in the kitchen, red hat. Red hat. Now, they don't say it's a MAGA hat, but red hat. Tablet, iPad, 16 gigabyte in the bedroom. Laptop, another HP laptop in the bedroom. They had one in the kitchen. A black safe in the bedroom. Receipts, also in the bedroom. Wallet with stamps, also in the bedroom. And I think they got the wallet with the stamps so they can confirm if it's the same type of stamps that were used in the letter that was sent to the Empire set. That's my assumption. Charlie DeMar also put up an image with, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. I want this one. Here is what the inside of the home looked like. So Charlie DeMar Moore, this is the inside of the home of the 2 men in police custody listed as persons of interest. According to the family, they left for Nigeria the same day, but hours after the alleged attack on Jussie Smollett. Can someone tell me why there are so many fucking boxes of shoes? Chicago says, do we think that the CPD and leftist Dems in Chicago City will serve up these 2 poor Nigerians to cover their mess? No, and I'll get to that in a moment. A bag from Micro Center. These are women's shoes. These are women's shoes right here. These are heels. These are all women's shoes. That's a dress back there. This place is dirty as fuck though, y'all. Here's another angle. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's a green pair of pumps right there. Lime green heels. 19, 20, 21, 22. Thanks for the subscription, sicko. 23, 24. There's like 25, 26. 27. There's like 27 boxes of shoes in the nope, there's more. 27, 8. There are 27 boxes of shoes in this photo alone. I don't know if this is the living room, No, this has to be a living room because that's the TV right there. That's the big screen TV. Now it's possible the cops did this. I did hear that they ransacked the place, playing devil's advocate. It may not be unusual for two visiting immigrants getting paid Hollywood dollars to splurge a hell of a lot of souvenirs and goods from the U.S. No, this isn't. No, they're wearing this. These are things they're wearing. Now, maybe the drag queens. I don't know. Could be. But testing. Okay, I'm still up. This is like a house. This is bitches live here. It's a house of women, not two dudes. I mean, I've lived with women before. This is like the chaos of a woman's house. I don't know. I don't. Right, is that a different angle? Okay, this is this. Yeah, these are both from the same room. But this is the living room. There's a large TV there. There's two TVs in this room. Because that's a large flat screen here. Okay. Since it has come out that he did mean to gain sympathy from his boss at Empire, I'm assuming he set it all up to sound like he was getting jumped. Well, let's get to that portion of the story. So the police have been pressing these niggas all day. They've been in custody all day. But before we found out, after the interview came out, then we find out that see, what was the first thing that came out? Yeah, that they had the persons of interest in custody, but that they were just persons of interest. Then later it came out that, remember, Jussie Smollett gave up his very, very partial and redacted phone records because the police had threatened to subpoena the records. Yo, this is where shit gets fucked up, yo. They actually did subpoena the records before he submitted his, where he crossed out names because he said he was trying to protect people's privacy. Turns out the first thing the police did was check the numbers that he crossed out. It turns out to be the number of these two dudes. So they used that to find out where they lived. They then checked the records from their Lyft account to find out that they was in the area at the night and that they had left town. So the very two people that Jussie was trying to protect the night of the incident and remove from his phone records are the very people that the police went looking for and found out, yep, you was here that night. We know where they dropped you off at and where they picked you up at. Yo, this whole time, Chicago PD been playing 4D chess. Jussie been playing checkers. Every bit of information, and this is where it really expands, y'all. This whole time, people been like, "Oh, the police they're gonna try to hide this, or they're gonna try to press this down. They're not gonna give up this." Yo, police have been pressing. They've been giving out misinformation, and they've been consistent in their story. So, because they knew that this was bullshit from the get-go. It is so clear to me now, from the get-go, they knew that this was bullshit. So they've been playing their game, and every public statement they've released, they've been making Jussie think, oh yeah, we're still looking. We believe you. You're still the victim. On the other end, the feds have been running their shit. Turns out the letter that was sent to the Empire Studios came from the same neighborhood that these niggas live at. But he's on the phone with them. Shoots and ladders. Nah, cops playing 4D chess. Jussie playing shoots and ladders. Yo. This is deep, y'all. This is hella deep. Now they're saying that Jussie refuses to come back and have another interview. And they don't know where he's at right now. Sources. This is from ABC News. ABC Eyewitness News. It's not a right-wing blog. All right? This isn't some Twitter page, or some nobody. This is some ABC News. Sources. Police are investigating whether Jussie Smollett staged the attack with the help of others, allegedly being written off Empire. Chicago police confirmed Thursday that detectives are talking to two persons of interest in connection with the alleged attack on Empire actor Jussie Smollett. Multiple sources have told ABC 7 Eyewitness News that the police are investigating whether Smollett and the two men staged the attack allegedly because Smollett was being written off of Empire. A source familiar with the investigation told ABC 7 I-Team that Smollett failed to appear for an interview with detectives early Thursday because they arrested these niggas late last night. So they wanted to talk to him today. And he cut out. Chicago Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson contacted ABC 7 to say that they are continuing to treat Smollett as a victim. They're treating him like a victim until he comes in front of them. Police are investigating whether the two individuals committed the attack or whether the attack happened at all. Smollett released statements Thursday evening saying today Jussie did answer the routine follow-up questions for Chicago Police Department and continues to cooperate. Smollett's representatives, i.e. his PR firm, i.e. the PR firm, the same one that Harvey Weinstein uses, just saying. Smollett's representative said he is not being written off Empire. 20th Century Fox Television and Fox Entertainment released a statement saying that the idea that Jussie Smollett has been or would be written off of Empire is patently ridiculous. He remains a core player on this very successful series, and we continue to stand behind him. We'll see how long that lasts. A source brief on the Smollett investigation confirmed with ABC News that Chicago police are questioning the two persons of interest, one of whom has appeared on Empire. Allegedly, both of them have. The original story that one's an actor, or one's an extra, and the other one is an actual actor. Law enforcement officials told ABC News that the homes of the persons of interest were raided Wednesday night. Police removed shoes, a whole bunch of shoes. 27 boxes of shoes in one room. Oh yeah, they got a lot of shoes. Police removed shoes, electronic devices, and other items they believe could help them determine if the two people played any role in the assault. Y'all remember when the photos came out of the two persons of interest, and I said one was a dude and the other one was a woman, right? Because one of them clearly didn't have like regular shoes on, and it looked like she had a handbag. And now that I look at this photo again, and I see women's clothes, I see a lot of shoes. Look at these gold pumps here. Okay? And I don't know if you can see it. These green. Let me zoom in on this. Can I get closer? I can't. Okay, so these are a green pair of like Spartacus ass shoes and shit. Yeah, here's a birthday card. I don't know what this is. Yeah, but there's a lot of shoes. It's a lot of shoes in this house. There's some shoes in this house. There's some shoes in this house. Shoes, shoes, shoes. There's some shoes in this house. Do you see any clear heels? That means strippers live there. No shit. Trannies, maybe. 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 A lot of shoes. For two dudes that live in a house together. There's some Xbox games back here, some DVDs, some wires. That's a big screen TV right there. That's a backpack. Some other stuff wrapped up. Here's the gold shoes right there. Damn, shoes everywhere. Shopyourway.com. There's a dress in here. There's some college books, contemporary business. Another one. Yo, this is stripper house, man. Strippers live here. I see you based in Pennsylvania. No shit, man. If any of the shoes have blackface on them, means Katy Perry lives there. Oh, that's savage. Oh, that's some savagery. So that was ABC 7 we were looking at. Here's CBS 2, Chicago. Empire actor Jussie Smollett orchestrated attack, source says. Investigators believe Jussie Smollett and the non-cooperating witnesses in the alleged attack of Smollett last month potentially staged the attack. A source with intimate knowledge of the investigation tells CBS 2 investigator Brad Edwards. Chicago police raided the home of two persons of interest Wednesday night. A relative of those men say police took bleach, shoes, electronics, receipts, and other items from the home. The men, who are both of Nigerian descent, have appeared as extras on the show, and their attorney, Gloria Smith. Wait. Gloria Smith? Chicago attorney Lauren Gloria Smith. Why does this sound familiar to me? Gloria Smith, top-rated Illinois. Gloria V. Smith, attorney, top-rated general litigation attorney in Chicago, Illinois. The Gloria Law Firm, law group. GloriaSlaw.com. Family law, estate planning, criminal defense. A criminal defense attorney. Why do these people already have a criminal defense attorney? Did they get one, like, overnight? The men, who are both of Nigerian descent, have appeared on extras on the show, and their attorney, Gloria Smith, says that they do both know Smollett. They do know Jussie, she said. They have worked with him on Empire. My preliminary investigations show that on set it's very tight. They all are very cordial with each other, so they're baffled why they are people of interest. A relative who was home Wednesday night says, okay, so does another person, do the two men live there alone? You know what? Okay, hold on. I got an idea. I dated this girl from Nigeria not too long ago. She was fine, like body like a supermodel. It didn't work out. Too bad, because it's Valentine's Day and I really wish she was around. But she works at a tech firm out here, and she moved her two brothers here. to live with her rent free. Maybe just Nigerians have a different family dynamic. You know, I'm not gonna hate on that, but that's something that I know of. That it's not uncommon for like brothers and sisters from Nigeria to live in the same home. Just throwing that out there. You know, I know we're saying like they could be strippers or transsexuals and stuff. Like I don't know, but it didn't give a pass. But yo, this girl was fine, yo. Yo, she was so hot. Like ridiculous. And from Nigeria, like just think like a really, really, really well built Halle Berry, but shorter and just, hey, no, sweetie, what's going on? Oh my god, I almost feel like texting her right now. Okay, let's keep going with the story. The woman says she was confused, but she did know Smollett was from the show. She says she feels the police picked the two brothers up for questioning because there is a loose connection to Smollett, and the men left for Nigeria the same day of the attack. The men's attorney says that they were visiting family in Nigeria and were picked up at O'Hare Airport Wednesday night. Well, now we know that there is more to that story. That the cops didn't just pick two random people out of the blue. That they tracked down the phone records and they Lyft account and found that they was in the area at the same time. And that the letter that was sent to the Empire set just happened to come from the same upper middle class neighborhood in the suburbs. Just saying. Just saying. Hold on, I have to text somebody really quick. Give me a second. That got me thinking about this girl again. Alright, that's it. You get one text from me. That's it. Think Smollett got beat the fuck up by the Chicago police? Oh, no joke, man. No, man, the feds were playing 4D chess on him the entire time. The entire time, they knew what was up. Here we go. Here's a tweet from Brad Edwards. Top source indicators point to Smollett orchestrating the event. So what do you guys think? I think I've laid out the case pretty well. As it stands right now, Mr. Smollett's nowhere to be seen. They've asked him to come back for questioning, and he won't show up. So where does that leave us? Let's look at one last report. This one's from TMZ. I hate using TMZ as a source, but, you know, because it's here, let's go ahead and use it as a source. Jussie Smollett. Persons of interest had home raided, bleach found, according to report. Here's an update at 3:30 p.m. Police raided the home of two men who cops picked up at O'Hare Airport Wednesday night. This according to the WBBM TV reporter Charlie DeMar, who says that he spoke with the family of the two men. Both men are Nigerian and were extras on Empire. Based on what the cops have already said, it appears that these are the same men who were captured on surveillance video. According to the report, police seized 5 bottles of bleach. I know TMZ is straight trash, and they fucked up the story in the first place. I just want to see what they had to say. 5 bottles of bleach, a red hat, 2 laptops, and other items. Yo, I got 1 bottle of bleach in my house that I bought years ago. I think the whole thing's like evaporated out. I don't even know. Bleach is just one of those things like you just have in the house just in case. According to the report, police seized 5 bottles of bleach, a red hat, laptops, other items. The family said the 2 men left for Nigeria the day before the alleged attack. This is consistent with law enforcement sources previously told TMZ that the men left for Nigeria and returned Wednesday night, and the police tracked their travels and were waiting for them when they landed in Chicago. By the way, when we broke the story about the various details of the alleged attack, our Jussie sources said that the actor identified the 2 men as white. We did not know the skin color of the 2 men from Nigeria. Well, I assume that if you're from Nigeria, you're black. Okay. Important to note, the red hat may be a red herring because Jussie never said the men were wearing MAGA hats. Rather, he says they screamed MAGA country. This is crazy, yo. Crazy, 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 crazy. Chicago, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
What's up, man?
Hey, man. I'm talking to you.
Good. No, right on, man. I've been trying to keep track of the story.
Chicago, what's up?
You're doing a real good job on following this. Hold on a second.
What's up, man? Hey, man.
Can you still hear me?
I got you.
Cool. Right on. Yeah, man. Yeah, you're breaking all kinds of news. No bullshit.
Is this not the bombshell we've been waiting for?
Yeah, man. Like you're right. You know, this is gonna pay off for you as far as growing your channel. Like you're right on top of it, and the info you're presenting is not only breaking. You're definitely digesting it. I think in a really intelligent way, and you've got these tidbits in there that I'm not getting from anywhere else. Like the Harvey Weinstein. Mm-hmm. I haven't gone to source. I trust that you are not doctoring or editing anything. So I come to you. I found that out, mm-hmm. and I definitely found out the Charlie DeMar thing. I mean, I'm this is my hometown. I know who that cat is.
Yeah.
But I went to Twitter, and like if you just reload his page like every few minutes, he's getting like 1,000, like not 1,000, but like 100 followers every few minutes. Like it's fucking crazy.
Him, Rob Elgas, like these guys are all
Rob Elgas is dog, and yeah,
on the scene.
So
these guys getting Pulitzer prizes at the end of this shit.
So your channel, man, seems to be, at least for this topic, keeping it real, is a really good collection point for everyone to sort of jump off from. I'm sure that's how social media works in general. But this channel in particular, man, you come here, you hear the word. I think your audience and I definitely kind of think that you're at least trying to deliver it to us pretty straight and not cramming it down our throats, which, goddamn it, should be the job of ABC, NBC, CBS, and maybe even TMZ.
Absolutely.
But I don't trust them at all. And watching Robin Roberts give airtime to that fool and not really press him the way that I know you would be. So between Harvey Weinstein's PR firm, the Nigerians being the ones in the phone record that were the ones that redacted, and just the way you presented it, man, like, this is where it's at, and from here I can go find out the truth for myself, you know what I'm saying? But this is where I'm getting on this topic, the 411. You feel me?
I feel you, man. Like the way this story has come down, a lot of people have been skeptical since day one. And it's understandable because, like I said, the story is just too fantastic. And I would have never guessed that it would have gone in this direction where, as of now, it looks like, he set the whole thing up with people that he knew, that he's been trying to protect. And I understand that Fox has released a statement like, oh, no, we weren't going to release him from the show. He's very important to the future. I'm like, okay, well, anybody can say that. You got to admit, his profile has exploded in the past 2 weeks.
And that's the dangerous part of this, man. That's the next crossroads we're all going to come to, not to speak hyperbolically, but as a society, where at that crossroads, if this motherfucker profits from this.
Well, he
or
already
it
did.
goes off of
The
this-
tickets for
Oh,
a show in LA, they were $25. He gets the tax, and now they're $75.
Yeah, and that's the pay of the ferryman when you're going into hell across the river Styx. I'm saying in the long run, if people forget, the wider Black community, the LGBT cause, leftist media, just the consuming public, like me, like you, like your audience here, if we're all like, yeah, man, it's old news, and yeah, I'll still go to see him, and I guess I can see your side, man. Fuck all that noise, man. That's the next step. If this cat does not either do time, pay some serious taxes, I mean, not fines and financial penalty, man, that is going to be poisoning the well that America drinks from, man. And I'm not bullshitting on that. Like, this is some seriously poisonous shit. This is like OJ level, but like where the whole system is behind him. Because OJ got away and he bucked the system, which is why people were PO. But like, can you imagine if he got everything behind him and the cops were trying to? Hell no, man. This is just poisoning the well America's drinking from.
We've been talking about this for the last couple of days, and you've been skeptical of the police. I've noticed, and that that I believe you hinted or alluded to that you thought that they might try to protect him or not try to give the whole story out. The way it looks right now, they've been,
but just more because they can't control it, right?
Yeah.
It's spinning out of control.
But the way it looks right now, they've been playing him and technically playing us all at the same time in interest of the truth.
For sure. 4D chess. I got you.
4D chess. They've been playing us all in the best interest of the truth. And now I'm starting, now I think the real question is, what charges can be labeled? So let's start with the persons of interest. Did they commit a crime? Because they didn't file a police report.
The Nigerians?
The Nigerians, they didn't file no police report. They didn't talk to police. They did their part and got the hell on. They would have, I wonder. So remember they said that Jussie didn't call the cops, that his manager did, and that he didn't want to call the cops. So I'm wondering if this story was only intended to be heard by one person, the person he's on the phone with, or was only supposed to be shared with a small number of people, maybe get a shout out on social media, and that would have been the end of it. But when, but when his friend called the cops, he's like, "Fuck! Now I got to talk to the police." So
yeah, man, the adage from the JFK days is, or I mean, probably even before that, it's like the cover up is always worse than the crime.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That seems to hold that's an axiom that has held very true, across cultures, across time. It definitely seems to be the case. So I agree with you. I think he was trying to, we all think he's trying to cover something up, and it just went really, really out of control. Everyone's been there. Maybe you tell a little fib to your mom or your roommate or girl, and then they start asking questions or something like that, and it blows up in your face, man.
This would make sense why, one, he told the cops to turn their body cams off. It also makes sense why he gave a vague description initially, because he didn't want them to find anybody. So, like they said, TMZ said a source close to Jussie said that it was people with MAGA hats, and they yelled racial stuff, and that they were white and all that. And I think that got ahead of him, because he didn't expect that to be public yet. So then the police come back 14 hours later and say, "Hey, the media is reporting that all this, you didn't tell us this." He's like, "Oh, well, yeah, it was that too." Now he's fucked. I believe he did this for sympathy, but it was only intended for a small audience. So
yeah, everything off the books is fine, man. You can't involve the official government, because they all, they have a system, and they're all not lockstep, but they kind of predictable, like in poker, right?
Yeah.
Like there's gambling and then there's poker. Poker, you have to follow the rules. Even if you know the system, you can be cornered, and people can predict your moves because there's a a reaction, right? There's a predictable cause and effect. And I think you're absolutely right. I think he was like, well, if we could just keep this in the whisper network among the LGBTQ community or whatever Hollywood, the whole top 5 PR sort of shadowy network you were alluding to, since you come from that world. But once you're making all your hustle money, you can sling as much drugs as you want. You can sell as much pussy as you want. Once that stuff goes on the books, the IRS wants their cut. Right. Now you're fucked, right? That's the line.
So they got Al Capone. They didn't get Al Capone for murdering nobody. They got him for fucking with his taxes.
Yeah, man.
The only way they got his ass.
All of that is good until they get you on the books. And once that call goes into from his manager to the police, that's on the books, right? That's analogous to that. And you can't back out of that. Now you've got to come up. Now you've got to open the books, to further analogy. And that's where they're going to figure everything out. Full disclosure, just because I think it's a little bit relevant to what you asked. I actually have several contacts within law enforcement. I've got a friend that's he's about to retire, but he's he's on the SWAT team here. I've got one of my best friends. He's actually corrections sergeant. The neighbor to my mom is an area 1 robbery and major crimes detective. And not like they would divulge something to me, and I'm not like I got the inside scoop. But just having conversations with these cats, I can tell that they are what they're not saying speaks volumes, right? And it's very dismissive. Like, this is not like Jason Van Dyke and Laquan McDonald. Like, they were really amped up for that conversation because that will affect them. I mean, it's serious, right? So this is very like, they're almost like, I feel like they're telling me they're going through the motions, and they know that eventually this Jussie is gonna be found guilty or whatever. He's gonna be found to be a hoax. So that, like, they treat it with a level of dismissiveness that if you talk to them, I think people are like, yeah, man, I think all these guys with badges know that they're not really behind the Eddie Johnson the commissioner when he says that.
Yeah. Well, I'm starting to think Eddie Johnson was playing the game too. I mean, he's doing the whole PR thing. He's letting investigators investigate, but I think Eddie Johnson was like, no, he's a victim. We're gonna treat him like a victim. We're gonna,
like laying those breadcrumbs into the witch's house in the woods, right? Like,
yeah,
like, this is sweet, man. Try this. If you have another time, Jussie, why don't you come on and when we believe you, I think you should get in front of the camera and speak your case. And then after, look, clink, clink, like, we got you, fool. Like,
played him like a fiddle.
I feel you.
Play that nigga like a fiddle, man.
So I think this is coming to a head. I think what's amazing in the last
Subkiller. Oh, dude, I'm getting rated.
It's been like evolving every few minutes. It feels like every 7 minutes has been a new development. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting rated on Twitch, which is like the one place I actually want people to rate me at. Hey guys, what's going on? New followers coming in, new raid coming in. We are talking about Jussie Smollett. Oh, followers and shit. Appreciating it.
Blowing up.
Yeah, blowing up. Yeah, I'm wondering, so the two Nigerians, they're detained right now, but I don't think they're arrested. If they are arrested, that means the feds got something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'm echoing. Am I echoing in yours or mine?
No, you're good on this end. Gotcha, bitch.
That's every time I get a follow. Gotcha, bitch!
I'm rich, bitch.
I'm rich, bitch! I'm trying to think what right... Because we don't know of anything that the Nigerians have done to... what they've done isn't a criminal act.
Let me ask you something about that, Ryoga. This, I think your audio's like your opinion. It's not really analysis. Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha, why do you think out of all the people that would not fit this narrative, is there any reason they chose Nigerians as opposed to any other identifiable group? Is there something, is it because they're the Prince scams, the email scammers, or is it because they're geographically large? Are Nigerians the wealthiest among African? Like, are they what's up with that particular identity that sets them out for being useful in the narrative? You know what I'm saying?
Wait, are you suggesting that? Are you just doing a hypothetical?
If holding all other unknown parts of the story
Okay.
constant, because we don't know everything and we're doing a lot of moving parts around. So let's just say that 5-0 does not believe Jussie's story like we do, right? They're playing 4D chess with them and they're baiting them. If they had to serve up two poor cocksuckers that can be inserted and have their respective lives ruined for the sake of this guy who, again, the system's trying to protect, but they don't really believe him. Is, in your opinion, is there something about Nigerians specifically that makes them more credible, more agreeable as victims to be put onto the, to be burned at the stake, to be publicly flogged for the sake of Jussie, as opposed to anyone else? Because I don't think that they would say, hey, it was two other gay guys. It was two African Americans from your own hometown. It was two Chinese guys, whatever, two Chinese spies for Huawei. Like, that would fit the narrative. But I'm just asking, like, is there something about Nigerians that, in your opinion,
I don't know Nigerians very well. When I think of Nigerians, the first thing I think of is how Nigerians hate African Americans. Well, that and Nigerians hate African Americans. Hate black folk over here.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Cannot stand black people.
So break that down, brother. Like, do you, just in your opinion, do you think that is the best long shot Hail fucking Mary for CPD to go for? Like, hey, we got to serve up some poor cats, and these people, the public, the everything, the media is not buying it. So someone's got to swing. It's not going to be my family. It's not going to be future up and coming actors and whatever. Is it these two poor cats who are going to be sent back to Nigeria? I mean, they're already on the plane back. So is there some reason to, hey, yo, you two got to take it. You guys got to lean into the box and take a hit for the whole black team. I'm sorry, bro. Aquatunde and Biango, whatever the fuck the name were. You gotta do it, bro. But we are like you. We come to country to help. Like, hey man, sorry, you guys are at the wrong place, the wrong time. We are not gonna get exposed by Jussie. Y'all gotta take a hit.
Well, even they wouldn't say that they're like us. Like, they really can't stand us.
Gotcha, bitch.
Ah, man, I'm not even sure how to answer this one because it's fascinating to me, and
well, yeah, I mean, why would they? You don't have to, to come out with any thoughts if you don't have it. I'm just wondering if you had enough.
Not on this subject, I don't.
Good enough. Honesty serves well at this point. That's good enough. I mean, that's refreshing too, right? I think a part of the criticism that people are having about all these outside sources, like, man, if you don't know, just say you don't know. Especially if people got the mic and people are listening to you. You don't gotta like wax Covington, so to speak, and just fucking go crazy. Just like, I don't know. So I appreciate that.
Oh, dude,
I just want to throw it out there.
I can't tell you how many times I've gotten in trouble. God, why am my audio's echoing? I think my audio's echoing in yours.
No, I'm still good, man.
And you don't hear an echo?
No, sir.
Where is that happening at? Oh, I know where. Oh, it's coming out of my Discord. That makes sense. Okay, can you still hear me?
Yeah, microphone check 1 2.
Okay, when I talk, it reverbs back through yours.
Okay,
It's okay. I'll just try to ignore it.
Sorry. Yeah, man. So, I mean, I think this is gonna. I mean, you said it yesterday. You think the end game. I don't know. Like, I keep thinking that, and I'm honest. I typed in today's chat. I was like, yo, that cat's a sociopath, man. Like, this is taking it far, and some people are gonna get hurt. Not physically maybe, but I don't know if it's endgame. I actually don't think it's endgame. I think they're gonna.
Well, the last thing we need is to have Jussie speak with the police, and until that happens, a lot of this up in the air.
Yeah, yeah, man. There's a lot of shit going on. What you taking suggestions for? Oh,
You're breaking up on me.
I said you taking suggestions for other topics.
I think
Or
we
you
should.
want? So,
Sorry,
you're breaking up.
The mic is killing me right now, having it echo back in my head.
Cool. Check it out, man. Hey, I'm gonna jump off here. So.
All right.
Thanks, brother.
Okay. Sorry, guys, that was difficult. Just hearing myself reverb back into myself was like just it's killing me. Not sure how I could have fixed that. So we'll take it back from doing that particular call. What do you guys think? Like, this is. So we'll take it back from doing that particular call. Let me get out of that room. Okay, there. That's better. I'm wondering right now is they have the two persons of interest in custody. But unless they charge them with the crime, I don't know how long they can hold them. And then I'm wondering, well, like, what could you even charge them with? Because the person at fault here, allegedly, would be Jussie Smollett. That he is the one that concocted this story. If we believe everything as it seems, he's the one that asked these people to do this attack on him, and he's the one that made a false police report. He's the one that has had 12 detectives of the Chicago Police Department and 4 federal FBI agents working around the clock to bring a resolution to this issue. And yes, these two men are involved. There's no doubt that they're involved. And so I start wondering, when did they get the search warrant? What kind of, was it a no-knock warrant? Because they sure the fuck kicked that dude's door in. They smashed that dude's door in something fierce. Where'd it go? I want to bring up that photo again. Since there's new people here, let's bring up the photo of the raid, which I think is worth looking at again. I can't wait till we get more footage of that. Like, I really, really, really want to see more footage of them smashing this dude's house in like crazy. There it is.
The attorney for those two persons of interest, she was with both of those men for much of the day. She says that both of them were picked up at O'Hare last night at Customs. They were actually in Nigeria visiting family, and at some point last night, Chicago police were also at their family's home and ransacked it. I want to show you some of that video from inside the home. We were allowed.
Oh, they got video now.
This is that video. I spoke with a family member who was inside at the time. She says that she heard loud banging at the front door, and then that door came crashing down.
This place is disgusting.
A flood of CPD officers followed. She says that she was patted down by an officer. She was asked many questions, and the woman says that officers also took a number of items from the home, items like electronics, shoes, receipts, bleach, a red hat. Chicago police were also at.
Just one more time.
This is that video. I spoke with a family member who was inside at the time. She says that she heard loud banging at the front door, and then that door came crashing down. A flood of CPD officers followed. She says that she was patted down.
Okay, well, that tells me it's a knock warrant.
By an officer. She was asked many questions, and the woman says that officers also took a number of items from the home, items like electronics, shoes, receipts, bleach, a red hat, and other household items. Both.
This place is. Okay, look at that cheap ass IKEA bed. And that fake ass green plastic.
Both men do know Smollett, according to their attorney. Both men have actually appeared as extras on the show Empire, and claims that both men do not understand why they were picked up. I spoke with her just moments ago.
The people of interest, my clients, they do know Jussie. They have worked with
How did they get a criminal defense attorney so fast?
him on Empire.
Because this woman's not a public defender. Keep that in mind. This woman is not a public defender. So you're telling me these two dudes who are allegedly innocent of any wrongdoing already had a top tier, allegedly #1 in Chicago criminal defense attorney at their beck and call, ready to defend them. Gloria Smith, we looked her up a moment ago. She's one of the top criminal defense attorneys in the Chicago area.
My preliminary investigations show that on set it's very tight. They're all very cordial with each other. So they're baffled why they are people of interest.
And the surveillance image that you see now, that was released by Chicago police. That image was considered persons of interest. Right now, Chicago police saying that those persons of interest, they are not suspects, but they are believed to.
Ooh, I see you, legendary boss. Sounds like someone Jussie would hire. That's possible. It's highly possible.
Be in the area, that those men were in the area of the time.
That would stop them from talking. If you got an attorney, you ain't got to talk.
Time that crime occurred. So again, that is the image that Chicago police released shortly after this, after going through hours of surveillance footage. But again, at this point, there is no actual surveillance camera footage of the alleged attack that Jussie Smollett has described in such detail. Of course, we will have much more coming up tonight at 10. On the north side, Charlie DeMar, CBS 2 News.
Charlie DeMar trying to get the Pulitzer in this story. So for you guys who are new here, we looked over the items taken out of the arrest warrant. I don't mind going over it again because I kind of just want to loop this story as much as I can. Here is a list of the items of interest that the police took from the home. 1 magazine on top of a bird cage located in the hallway. 1 laptop, HP, located in the kitchen. 1 bottle of bleach, located in the hallway. Brand Awesome. Proof of residency in the kitchen. A 2nd piece of proof of residency of a Bimbola. You know what? Let's look for this dude. Let me see. Okay, so allegedly they both work on Empire. This guy. What's the last name? Who is this guy? Ooh, I think I got something. I think I got something. We're gonna watch this with me. Oops, sorry. Okay. Nope. Trying to watch the chat room at the same time. I've seen celebs do some wacky shit though, keep themselves relevant, but who knows? What is Ryoga scanning for? Ryoga's scanning for the last name of the proof of residency, and I'm trying to see if there's any indication that this person has any connection to Empire. I should be able to go to IMDb. This guy's an extra, then he's acting. So let's see if anybody by that name has appeared. Titles that match. No, I'm looking for a person. Names. There we go. Because there ain't that many. Ethiopian actors with that name. Nope. Probably not going to find it this way. That's okay, though. Here's an article from the Washington Times. Oh, that's right. I can't look at the Washington Times because it's got that weird-ass paywall. And I'm not willing to turn off my ad blocker. No, thank you, Washington Times. See if we can find a new article. Anything new? Anything in the past hour? That's what I'm really looking for. Here we go. New York Times. Let's see what they run with. One of two men questioned in Jussie Smollett's case appeared on Empire, police say. One of the two men interviewed by the police in connection with the reported attack on the Empire star Jussie Smollett has appeared on the show. A spokesperson for the Chicago Police Department said late Thursday night. The two who were questioned are brothers, according to Anthony G. Lamonte. Okay, so that's the guy's first name. That's in the... So this proof of residence actually says piece of residency. Okay, then we need to find their last name. I think the two are currently not considered suspects, a spokesman said, adding that interviews would continue Friday. He said that he did not know what role the man played on the Fox show. Yeah, I want the name of the person. Smollett said last month that he was assaulted by two men yelling homophobic and racial slurs in downtown Chicago. He told Good Morning America interview broadcast Thursday morning that he was pissed off by the attack and those who doubted his story, which is being investigated as a possible hate crime. Hours after the segment was broadcast, and this is where shit gets crazy. This is where the 4D chess comes in. All right, police waited until right after this thing. Have I checked Reddit on the case? I checked Reddit earlier, and I don't mind checking Reddit right now. Well, Reddit's gonna have like some crazy shit. So let me turn off my screen and switch to an alt, or get off my alt actually. Log out. I don't want you guys to see my alt. It's where I do all my naughty things at. All right, let's go for comments. All right, let's see. Right-wing news source, National Review, right-wing news source, Los Angeles, CBS Los Angeles. Empire star Jussie Smollett orchestrated attack, sources say. Okay, that's not an actual video. Do I think he did it? If you would have asked me this a couple days ago, I would have said, well, we don't know. There's not enough evidence yet. Whoop-de-whoop-whoop-whoop. I absolutely, unequivocally, firmly believe that he had a part in this. Ooh, someone found me a name. Thank you so much. Let me send a text. All right. Played football. Oh, he's got a biography on ESPN. Defensive back. Well, that would make sense why we saw. Well, so the reason why the Chicago Police Department are saying that reports of it being a hoax are false is they have to keep their story. They can't show their hand until they 100% unequivocally determine, or until someone confesses. And even if both of these dudes confess, which probably is what happened, I guarantee you they've been pressing these dudes all day and they're still in custody. I mean, they kicked their fucking doors in and raided their homes. I guarantee you one of them confessed. Probably before the lawyer showed up. Yeah, send the link. He's changing his story now? Yeah, after the lawyer showed up, a super expensive, high-priced criminal defense attorney. National Review, Jussie Smollett changes his story again. This one's I think I saw this one earlier. Continues to talk about the alleged January 26th. After all this, the two assailants simply ran away. Sheikh Smollett realized that there was a rope around his neck. Okay. Better call Saul. Previous versions of the story didn't mention the MAGA comment. This is true. In his first interview, 40 minutes later, NB TMZ's story, based on the sources directly connected to Jussie, said that the attackers yelled, "This is MAGA country, no N-word," not at the onset of the attack, but as they were leaving. That is true. What he told to ABC News during his interview did not corroborate what was said in the initial police report, or the TMZ report, for that matter. That TMZ story also claimed that Smollett had suffered a fractured rib, even though we saw him that following Saturday doing the bruised rib shuffle. So I'm glad you mentioned that, Horrible Gamer. I absolutely believe that the police have footage of the attack. I think police kept the footage of the attacks secret so they could work out the case first. I'm absolutely certain because, at every turn, Jussie Smollett has been lying. He said that two white people attacked him, that they was wearing ski masks, that they called him the N-word, the F-word, that they beat him up so bad. The first couple days, every report said brutal attack. There's nothing brutal about a small abrasion on your cheek. .4D chest. Trail of crumbs leading to the gingerbread house. No, I believe they actually do have video footage of the attack. And I think, is Empire Edition real? Did you put a link to that? That's a good question. So what should happen to him? Well, Mr. Smollett has cost the state of Chicago, or the state of Illinois and the city of Chicago, millions of dollars. Literally millions of dollars. As to what should happen to him, well, one, he needs to foot the bill. As to what should happen to him, he should fit the bill for this.
And I am auditioning for the role of Renzo. My name is Ola Osundaro, and I am auditioning for the role of Renzo.
So this would make sense why the initial report said that one was an extra and the other one was an actual actor.
My name is Ola Osundaro, and I am auditioning for the role of Renzo. A nigga like me, man, I love the game. I love the hustle, man. I be feeling like one of them ball playing niggas, you know, with Bird or Magic or something. Yeah, you know, a nigga got dope. A nigga can lead a league.
Nigga can't act, tell you that much.
But if I leave, the fans still gonna love me, man. I get love out here in Harlem, man. I done sold coke on these streets, man. Hash, weed, heroin. As long as niggas is feeling it, a nigga like me could hustle it. That's my gift in life, eh? You know?
Look at his muddy ass tattoos.
My name is Ola Osundaro, and I am auditioning for the role of...
Well, I mean, if he's an actual good actor, like, you won't hear his accent. Here's another video of him.
They jerked him, man. They fucking jerked him, man. They sent me his finger in an envelope, man. All bloody and shit. I don't know what to do, eh? I don't, man.
I can act better than this dude.
I feel naked out here, B. Thinking about how they got Sonny in some abandoned building or some basement.
I mean, just if I was going to critique his acting performance, they got me naked out here, man. You know, B? They sent me a bloody finger. Wow. All bloody and shit? Yeah, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. There is a way to act that. Hold on, let's.
They jerked him, man. They fucking jerked him, man. They sent me his finger in an envelope, man. All bloody and shit.
Boring. Let me show you how that scene is supposed to be. They jerked him, man. They jerked him. The fool sent me his bloody finger, man, in an envelope. All bloody and shit. Damn. That's how you act that scene. You don't just sit here deadpan like this. If he's in the car, he's talking to somebody. So you want to glance over from time to time. They jerked him, man. They jerked him. They sent me his bloody finger in an envelope, yo. Oh, bloody and shit. Who does that? That's how you do that.
Just fucking bleeding, man. He's dying, man.
Just fucking bleeding, man. He's dying, man.
He's dying, man.
He's dying, man.
They killing my little man, B.
Yo, B, you're killing my peoples.
I'm about to be on some real murder shit, eh?
Who says that? I'm about to be on some real murder shit.
I'm telling you.
Hey, Prime, thank you for popping in. Really appreciate it. They call me Mr. Tibbs.
Man.
Alright, well, this guy can't act. But we know who he is. Oh, he's got a LinkedIn? It's a student at Quincy University in Chicago, Illinois. Tell me more, tell me more. Real murder ship, eh? Played college football. Well, that's the end of his career. He is equally ganked up. Oh, Ryoga doing a deep dive on the story, yes. What about his brother? You know what? That's enough for me. Did he ever act? Did he ever get like an actual role in Parasite? Just my process. Ooh. Oh, here's a page. Uh-oh. 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 Ooh. Ooh. Where is this from? These are more items taken out of the home. Charlie DeMar, update, attorney of two men in custody, says she spoke with the Chicago Police Department detectives and charges, at least against the two brothers in custody, are expected before 5:45 p.m. on Friday. That's when the 48-hour hold expires. That makes sense. But what is this? These are items taken from cell phone, black face mask hat, a script from Empire, thumb drive, key, receipt, phone, a Nexus, more receipts from Empire, Maverick M88 12 gauge shotgun. He got the burners, yo! A rifle, an iPhone, proof of residency, and a compact laptop. Okay, so these guys had... Okay, well, at least what was taken from the home. As I can tell, 5 laptops. Oh, arrest record from 2015. Oh, let's dig into this one. He looks skinny as fuck here. Arrest details, Cook County Jail, Chicago. Arrested. Driving DUI, TUI, speeding, squealing, no insurance, failed to keep lane. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Let's dig into this more. Hands up. Okay. Video attachment. Okay. What's this? What's this? What's this? Okay, that's what we're just looking at. Is this the brother? I think this is the brother.
Thank you, and I hope you enjoy.
Is it that has brought this big family of strangers together? Was it fear? Was it war? We were defending ourselves. We have to get revenge. Eh? We have been defending ourselves against the killings and the rapings of our own people from the PLF and now from the NRC junta.
This guy can't act.
But it has awakened a sleeping beast. It has awakened the giant. It has put the weapons of this war back in the hands of you, the young, and therefore the powerful. Young men, well, we will not wait to inherit any wealth. Eh? We will not wait for them to come and give it to us.
This dude's auditioning for Black Panther 2, I'm just telling you. This nigga from Wakanda.
Are going to take it. We're going to take it from them.
This is true. The Nigerians are inherently bad actors.
Seize it.
And I'm black, I can say that.
All of you that have never been listened to before and have seen your family killed. Eh? You now have something to stand for you. You now have something to stand for you.
This dude looked like a broke-ass SoundCloud rapper. I'm just saying. Like everybody else listened to 50 Cent. This dude is like 35 Cent.
That is your defense.
I'm just waiting for him to break out with like, go shorty, it's your anniversary day. You're gonna have a good time like it's your anniversary day.
That is your family's blood.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for 35 Cent.
Victory! Victory!
3 dimes and a nickel.
You're going to seize it.
Alright, what was the point of him taking a drag of a cigar? And notice how he takes the drag like it's a cigarette. That's not how you hold a cigar.
You're going to seize it.
Look at this. Look at this. That's not how you hold a cigar.
You are my family.
Take your ass back to Wakanda. Take your ass back to Wakanda. Alright, let's see. Chicago PD Atlanta intelligence investigates the death of college athlete killed after kneeling in protest. After an anti-police rally, intelligence navigates a politically charged environment to track down the killer. Is this... Oh, he actually acted on the show, Chicago PD. Okay. And he was a guest star. Here's his Facebook. Alright, those brothers look almost identical. Oh, this is a deep dive. Oh, the only thing that would make this better if those Nigerians had overstayed their visas at the time of the hoax attack. So technically this empire, blank blankety blank, would have been beaten up by illegal aliens. Now they're friends. What's this? Batman Joker monologue? Please tell me it's not acted by...
How about a lie?
Oh, God.
You want to know how I got these scars? My father was a drinker and a fiend. And one night, he goes off crazier than usual. Mommy gets the kitchen knife to defend herself. He doesn't like that. Not one bit. So,
so serious? Turns to me and he says, why so serious? He comes at me with the knife. Why so serious? He sticks the blade in my mouth. Let's put a
I mean, he's not bad at acting if he's using somebody else's material.
smile on his face. Why so serious? So, me watching, he takes the knife to her, laughing while he does it.
Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. Well, for what it's worth, he does look legitimately nuttier than a sack of squirrel turds. Is there anything else here that... Oh, he used to be a bodybuilder? Men's physique overall competition in 2017? Okay, nope. I don't want to go to sites that do like the autoplay of like... What's this? Oh, they backed up all his YouTube videos just in case. Well, that is... tends to be what you want to do in these type of situations. Wow, so they both have criminal records. So the other one got copped up on DUI charges. Another one is reporting that the brother pleaded guilty to aggravated battery after being charged with attempted murder in Cook County in 2011. Wow. Here's some photos of the rifles. Let's see, what's this rifle? Oh, that's an AR-15 looking ass thing. So they have one of those and a Maverick M88 shotgun. Okay, all right, let's let's unpack this again, because this is a lot. There's a lot to unpack. So Mossberg Tactical looks like an AR, but it's not. Maverick 88. Don't know. I mean, they're in Chicago, so no. Chicago has one of the toughest gun laws in America. So I don't know if it's legal for them to have those. I don't know. We will find out. But if one of them got charged with attempted murder in 2011, or if any of them have convictions on them, then they can't have these weapons in the house. So it's unless they pled. Chicago Tribune is reporting that one of the brothers pleaded guilty to aggravated battery after being charged. Okay, well, is aggravated battery a felony? Because you can't have weapons in the house if you're a convicted felon. Aggravated battery, a felony is simple battery. It's at least a series of battery. Aggravated battery involves circumstances that would make the crime more serious, and usually is charged as a full misdemeanor or as a felony. Battery resulting. Okay, well, I guess it depends. But if this guy's a felon and he's got guns in the house, if they were convicted of misdemeanors, they can still own them. Yeah. But these are pretty. I'm not saying they can't own them unless they're felons. I mean, you can have whatever gun you want if you're not a felon, aside from a machine gun or a fully automatic weapon. But I would question why these two immigrants from Nigeria are walking around with the Mossberg Tactical and a Maverick 88. Just saying. I mean, if they're legal in Chicago, then so be it. It is what it is. I'm not going to hate on that. You know, I believe everybody should be able to protect themselves. I'm just saying it's kind of fishy. I'm just saying it's kind of fishy. Both of them got extensive records. Handguns are where people encounter real difficulty acquiring. CCWs in particular are very stringent. Yes, that is very true. Yeah, getting a CCW is not easy. I don't know where else to go in this story. I really don't. I really don't know where else to go in the story. Would anyone like to pop on my Discord? Yeah, yesterday's story was pretty cool. For those of you guys who are new here, I told the story about how I almost murdered, like, I shouldn't even say almost murdered somebody. Okay, you know how people say, like, oh, I almost murdered someone? No, I legit, like, came, like, within inches of murdering somebody. And not by, oh, I almost did something. I did something bad. Really, really bad to somebody. And, I almost murdered the son of a Hell's Angel. And when I say almost, like, he almost died on the operating table because him and his dumbass friend, Marshall Carnage, who was the lead singer of Cyclone 9, that piece of shit ass band. Actually, I don't know if it's a piece of shit because I never heard their music, but I know Marshall's a piece of shit. Tried to jump me one night with 5 niggas, and I had to stab up one of them. And I have no regrets. I have no regrets stabbing up a dude who was going to try to kill me that night. So, fuck him. But that was a cool story for you guys who are new here. I might tell it again. You know, I don't have that many subscribers, but you know, maybe in a month or so, I'll tell the story about how I almost murdered the son of a Hell's Angel, and then how they almost enacted revenge against me a month later. Daily Mail CK has a story to check. Throw me a link. Mr. Junior, thank you so much for the follow, son. Appreciate it.
Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha,
Junior,
bitch.
thank you so. Okay, I need to change, like, I don't know why it doubles that every time. I need to fix that somehow. What's this?
But, sir, there is, pardon me, female creatures on the planet.
In a female, close hands. Only
men, I have decided.
Who sent me this bootleg Nigerian sci-fi movie? No, thank you. Alright. Link from the Daily Mail. I'll change my settings later so that people can, like, post links. Here we go. Jussie Smollett faces claims he staged attack because he was being written off of Empire, but cops insist theory is unconfirmed. That doesn't mean it's not true. That just means it's unconfirmed. After raid of home of 2 show extras who left the U.S. hours after incident. Part meet female persons. Yeah, I probably got malware. Dude, speaking of malware, I got an email. So I only check my spam folder like once a month or so just to like see if anything like might have gone through there. And I'm looking through my spam folder and there's one with the subject of one of my passwords, like one of my legit passwords. So I use 4 passwords, uh, each of varying levels of difficulty depends on the type of uh, site I'm using. So I have a low tier um, 6-letter password for like bullshit sites, like Eventbrite or things I don't care about. And then I have a second tier, a third, and then I have a god tier um, that is for like my bank accounts, anything that has any like vital personal information of mine. Um, I use a double god tier password at the office because I have to. Um, but so I see this email with my password as the subject. So I open it up and I'm reading it and it's like, "Hello, sir. My name's Johnny, and I'm not a hacker or something, but I have your password because I put malware on some porn site. I don't know what site I went to. I don't give a fuck, you know. But it's like he tells me he put a malware on some site, adult site that I visited, and he wanted to let me know, and that if I don't give him $800 in Bitcoin, that he's going to share my entire search history with all my families and email contacts. So I'm like, all right, well, shit. If you want to tell my mama what porn I'm looking at, have at it, bro. I don't give a fuck. But, however, it is very disappointing that some site that I went to is so insecure that this guy was able to legit scrub my password from it. So, and he didn't even tell me which site. So I wasn't not very happy about that. Uh, and it's like my second tier password. So I'm a little miffed about that. But hey, what are you gonna do? It is what it is. Okay. Anyway, Daily Mail. Block. Actors who left the okay. ABC 7 reported Thursday that Chicago police were investigating whether Jussie Smollett staged last month's racist and homophobic attack. Chicago Police Department spokesman responded by calling the claims uninformed and inaccurate. 20th Century Fox Television and Fox Entertainment released a joint statement denying rumors that Smollett was being written off the show, and they can say whatever they want, and there's no chance that I would believe that. Police earlier confirmed detectives were questioning 2 persons of interest after they kicked their fucking doors in. The brothers, both Empire extras, were seen on CCTV near January 29th attack. They flew to their native Nigeria the next day and returned Wednesday night. Chicago Police Department raided their homes with a search warrant after taking them in for questioning. Repent, you filthy heathens, you! Yo! So there's nothing really new on this story. But it is... Here's something. Michael Avenatti says he has a new video, evidence of R. Kelly having sex with a 13-year-old girl and urinating on her as she calls him daddy. I'm so down with Michael Avenatti, who allegedly is supposed to run for president. One of my best friends was a porn star, Holly Stevens. I liked Holly very, very, very much. And truth be told, I actually know, like, personally, like, know a lot of porn stars. They are part of my consistent friend circle. And of all the miscreants that I know, of strippers, burlesque performers, pole dancers, acrobats, porn stars are the most normal of my stable of friends. Now let's go back to Reddit. Let's see if we can find anything new. Police spot potential persons of interest. No, let's go with new. I'm looking for something new. Ooh, here's a nice article. Rainbows. Okay, so I guess this is like, do we care if Jussie Smollett tackles a hoax, or is it the narrative that counts? I think that'll be my subject tomorrow. Does anyone care? Is the narrative more important than the facts? Because all right, soapbox time. I think that's what we're getting confused with, and that's why this happened in the first place. If we believe, as things appear right now, is that Mr. Smollett concocted this whole thing up for sympathy, notoriety, or just to push the narrative. Now we know he's an avid anti-Trumper. He's tweeted to Trump many times, saying F Trump. Trump is bad. Boo. Orange man bad. Boo. Orange man. And he's been furious about it. And most people are extremely furious. But is this any different than the Covington High School kids, where people pushed the narrative and the narrative was more important than the facts? Am I right or wrong? Is this just going to be a drop in the bucket? Or is this going to be a turning point where people say, like, yo, we can't just blame white people, Trump supporters, or any old people out there because we want to push a narrative? Because I don't like it when people blame black people for shit that they didn't do. Because that happens a lot. And equally, it happens to white people, Chinese people, Asian people. You know, people get false reports all the time. But, you know, y'all remember the story with the white woman drove her kids into the lake and killed them and blamed it on a black dude? Police was looking for black folks everywhere. So if I don't want you to do it to me, I'm not going to do it to somebody else. If I don't want you besmirching my people, my community, my friends, etc., my family, I'm not going to do it to you. And what Mr. Smollett has done, in my opinion, has put innocent people's lives at risk, has demonized an entire, I guess, sub-community, subsection, or a subculture community. He's demonized an entire political party, just because he doesn't like who is in office. Or maybe he just doesn't like white people. Maybe he thinks straight white men are the devil. I don't know, but the point is, he made up a story, in my opinion. He demonized a group of people who weren't even there. And if we are to believe these reports, he concocted this whole thing with friends of his to push a narrative that could have got somebody killed. Eric Peters, remember to turn off Top Chat for live chat and smash that like button. I don't know what Top Chat is. Oh, I know what you mean, Top Chat. Yeah. No, the Covington thing was, and I fell for the Covington story too. And I think a lot of people fell for that story. I saw the 3-minute clip, and I was like, man, that's messed up, man. These kids all up in this Native American's face. I grew up in Oklahoma, so like I love my Native people. I love indigenous people. We used to have long conversations about how much we hated white folks when I was younger. They were like, oh, the white man this, the white man that. I was like, man, y'all red niggas is pretty cool. It's like, y'all hate white folks just like we do. This is analogous to the blood libel that Justin did. Yeah. Well, they can hold these guys for 48 hours. So late Friday, we might hear something. And keep in mind, like, all this is like really just exploded in like the last, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. end of day shit. So believe me, Monday morning, every worthy news reporter is going to be banging down the door of the Chicago Police Department trying to get a definitive statement. If this was a hoax, who are these people? What do they do? What is their relationship to Jussie Smollett? Where were they the night of the attack? But we know where they were the night of the attack, because the feds pulled the phone records and know where they were on the lift. We now know, since they suspended the phone records, that the very numbers that Jussie Smollett went to X out and tried to redact are the first ones the police went looking for. Now, we don't know what time they were calling each other, when they were on the phone. And both of these guys have significant criminal records. In other words, these some real street niggas. All right? These some real street niggas. And if you want to do some street nigga shit, you find street niggas to do it for you. And I'll be damned if Jussie Smollett didn't find the streetest ass niggas he could find that just happen to be Nigerians who can't act. I wonder what he offered them. That's what I'm wondering, because you don't do this, you don't just do this for a friend. I might be able to think of a scenario in which, maybe, I might be able to think of a scenario in which somebody asks me to do something that's against my character or against the law because they're a friend, and I think that it might help them. I might do that. I don't know a scenario in which I would, but maybe. But I'm not going to break the law or endanger my livelihood, safety, etc., freedom for nothing. So I'm wondering, what did Jussie Smollett offer these two individuals for them to commit this attack? Eric Peters can't say the N-word because I'm white. Well, that's true. Somebody got on to me once. They were like, you can't say the N-word on Twitch. I'm like, nigga, I say nigga all the time. I wake up and say nigga. Like, man, if a nigga can't say nigga, then what kind of nigga can a nigga be? Yeah, looks to me, I see you, Horrible. Looks to me like the Nigerians wanted to be actors, so he probably told them he would get them. And, yo, Jussie's got pool at the show. He probably had something up. He's like, yo, can I work with these dudes? Can you give them some speaking roles or something? They're good people. I like them. Licavelli? I'm looking back at Mike Pack. Did the ABC tweet get erased? Oh, snap. There is a tweet that's gone. What tweet did I tweet that got removed? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find out what tweet that I put out there that is missing. Oh, there it is. Oh, the one from ABC Chicago. Okay, I know which one it is. Okay, they probably did the one that said it was a hoax. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I know which one that is. It was the one that definitively said that the police said that this was a hoax. So, yeah. No, well, no, yo, that's the craziest part. Is Chicago Police Department let him go on Good Morning America and dig his grave, and they waited until that ended to start dropping bombs, like one after the other. Like as soon as that interview ended, they were like, all right, you want to lie? You gonna tell us it was white people? Here you go. Bam! These are niggas that we picked up last night. They didn't even tell anybody. They didn't even tell anybody that they picked these dudes up the night before. They waited until after the interview. After he says, like, yes, I looked at him right in his face, and he was white. He was white. Even though he had a mask on, I could tell he was white because you could see his skin right here. They're like, bow! Here you go. Got your ass, Jussie. Got you, bitch. Somebody follow me right now who's ever not following me. Somebody hit follow because I just want to hear the got you, bitch thing. Hit that follow button, y'all. Normally I don't ask, but I want to hear the audio cue. So somebody smash the follow button. Come on, hit it. Hit it. You can not follow me, but you can just do it for now. I just want to hear it. Come on. Gotcha, bitch. Hit the follow button. Somebody. Because I know all of y'all ain't following me. I know that. I know y'all. Some of y'all just popped in for shits and giggles. So I could at least get a couple follows out of this. Nigerian sent him a letter promising millions if he took his ATM card to the bank. Yeah, you can follow and unfollow. Oh, I mean, it's got to be Twitch, by the way. Yeah. I haven't set up my alerts for YouTube yet. But my Twitch alerts are pretty cool. All 10 of us must be followed. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. No, like my YouTube viewership is like 10 to 1. That's fine. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I just want to get the content out there. All about the content. Oh, wait, I can like induce it myself. If I really want to hear it that bad. Where is it? Where is it? Is that it? Nope, that's not it. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. Nope, not it. Not it. Okay, that doesn't work. Fuck it. Been following me before it was cool. Following me since I did live stream at events. Yeah, we're not done with that either. We are. There's more events to be had. But Jorgen, thank you for the subscribe on YouTube. I really should probably make an alert for that. Actually, I'm gonna redo like my entire alert box thingies because there's something that's fucking it up and making it do like double time. I'm not a fan of that. Since P-Town, am I going back to the ring anytime soon? I don't know. Maybe. I'm getting old. Ooh. Jussie Smollett is trending on Twitter. Let's see if there's anything new. Yeah, the ABC7 just like changed the terminology just a little bit. So now it's like sources, police investigating whether Smollett staged attack with help of others, allegedly being written off Empire. Well, that's a fair statement.
Watch your team in the morning. Tanya Babich, Terrell Brown, meteorologist Tracy Butler, and Roz Varon. ABC7 Eyewitness News in the morning.
Alan, those sources telling Eyewitness News detectives are trying to determine if Smollett and the two persons of interest questioned staged the attack. Allegedly, the sources say because Smollett was being written off that hit TV show Empire, something 20th Century Fox denies.
I don't have any doubt in my mind that that's them.
Jussie Smollett.
And there's the lie. That is the bold-faced lie. If for no other reason, I understand you guys are siding with my interpretation of the story. Uh, don't believe me just because I said it and you like me. I want you guys to investigate this on your own if you feel necessary. But wherever you stand, that is the lie. The lie he just told, that there's no doubt in my mind that people that attacked me are the same people that are shown in the images of the grainy footage. And now we find out that they're not white. He described them as white. He's like, yeah, that's about the size they were. Those are the guys that attacked me. They were white. And now we find out, them dudes, Charlie Murphy Black, Eddie Murphy Black, Darkness, twin brother Darkness, Black as Night. Now I don't understand. Now I might not have the greatest eyes on the planet, but there is no scenario, I don't care how bright or dark it is outside, where I'm confusing two dark-skinned Nigerians as white people, with ski masks or not. And that is the lie.
Telling Good Morning America's Robin Roberts he is certain the two men in this grainy surveillance photo released by Chicago police are the men who attacked him.
And as Chicago says, yeah, we cannot forget the false police report. And it was a police report that was given by the neighbor who said that she saw some scruffy-ass white dude in front of the apartment complex that evening at 12:30.
Tonight, a Chicago police spokesman tells ABC News, quote, police are investigating whether the two individuals committed the attack or whether the attack happened at all. After more than 2 weeks of investigating, a major break in the case today. Chicago police saying they met two men at O'Hare Airport last night and brought them in for questioning.
I.e. arrested.
Police say those two men are the same men seen in this photo. A law enforcement official told ABC News that police raided the men's home on Chicago's north side, retrieving shoes, electronic devices, and other items they believe,
and a whole bunch of bleach,
could help them determine whether both men played a role in the assault.
Why don't they mention that there were guns there? I think that should be the lead story. Like, oh, we found guns.
Also new tonight, Chicago police say phone records provided by Smollett do show he was on the phone with his media manager at the time of the attack. Both men told investigators Smollett's attackers yelled racial and homophobic slurs.
And the phone was in my pocket, but it had fallen out, and it was sitting there, and my manager was still on the phone. So I picked up the phone and I said, Brandon, and he's like, what's going on? And I said, I was just jumped. And then I look down and I see that there's a rope around my neck.
Shortly after we reported that police are looking into whether the attack was staged, Superintendent Eddie Johnson contacted ABC7. He said Smollett continues to be considered a victim and the police investigation, Alan, is ongoing.
Watch Judy Sue and Rob Elgas on ABC7 Eyewitness News at 4.
Call it what you want. I'm calling him a liar. Well, that would make sense.
Start your day with meteorologist
As
Tracy
more
Butler.
information comes out, it makes sense why he was on his phone with the manager, because he needed a witness. He needed someone to verify that they heard what they heard. So now that we understand that he in fact knew the assailants, all they had to do was come over and rough him up and make it sound like, some shit was going on, so that his manager, who couldn't see him, could hear, oh my God, my client is getting his ass beat. Then he goes away and says, like, it's okay, I'm all right. I fought back. Look how horrible this, the country is, that these racist people are still around. And, you know, there probably is some truth that he was going to get written off the show. There probably is, like, some legit truth that he was going to get written off the show. And that, because remember, Lee Daniels was the first person to give him support. Matter of fact, where the Lee Daniels video at? Here it is.
Give me a minute to come to social media about this because, Jussie, you are my son. You didn't deserve, nor anybody deserves, to have a noose put around your neck, to have bleach thrown on you, to be called die, faggot, nigga, or whatever they said to you. You are better than that. We are better than that. America is better than that. It starts at home. It starts at home, yo. We have to love each other, regardless of what sexual orientation we are. Because it shows that we are united on a united front. And no racist fuck can come in and do the things that they did to you. Hold your head up, Jussie. I'm with you. I'll be there in a minute. It's just another fucking day in America.
And that photo was released by Lee Daniels. That scratch. So he's gonna lose a lot of friends. Like a lot of friends. I wonder if Joe Budden has said anything. Because that's whose opinion I want to hear right now. Oh, okay. Joe Budden's like, you can't gay Tupac your way out of this. Let's check a few texts. I need to go. It's almost 3 hours. Wait, what's this one? Oh, this is new. Words say the multiple sources, relative to Okay, I already read this one. Alright, that one I know. Just as gay Black Panther. Sorry, guys. Remember that trench from Naughty by Nature? Regular Tupac has sex from behind the door, and Tupac knew had gay to me. Plus Tupac sex tape. I never saw the Tupac sex tape. Let's see. Yeah, Joe hasn't said too much. Couple retweets. Nothing too big. All right, guys, I gotta go. I really do. Someone's T-bone hit Jesse. Someone's begging for my attention, and I must attend to them. But a good stream, decent stream. I got a lot of work to do. I want to change all this. Yeah. Oh, what? Congress has agreed to pass the anti-lynching law. If this attack is in fact a hoax, then it's a pretty deep rabbit hole. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. We'll get to that one later. All right, guys, I really gotta go. Sorry to cut it all abruptly and shit, but I'm sorry. Thank you guys so much for popping in. Thank you so much for the hosting, and thank you all for the follows, and thank you all for texting and saying shit and all that good crap. Bye everybody on Twitch. Bye everyone on YouTube. I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Good night. You guys are awesome.